In our Sunrise Smart Start, Rochester police responding to a report of a fight with weapons on Lake Avenue around 8:30 last night. Police say that a Rochester male was found with at least one stab wound to the upper body. The victim was transported to Strong Memorial Hospital for what officials are saying are non-life-threatening injuries. Currently, one suspect is in custody. Around the same time last night, officers responding to the area of the Edgerton Rec Center for the report of a fight with possible shots fired. Police say a fight took place between a large group of people. They say while some people were trying to leave in a vehicle, shots were fired from the car at another group, hitting another vehicle involved. Currently, no injuries have been reported. The incident still under investigation. Anyone with information is asked to call 911. Happening today, James Malt of Rockport is being sentenced for his involvement in the January 6th Capitol riot. Malt pleading guilty earlier this year to one count of assaulting, resisting, and impeding a federal officer. Malt's plea agreement comes with a range of 37 to 46 months in prison, though his attorney submitted paperwork asking for a sentence shorter than 37 months. Taj Isaiah Joshua McMillan Harris also appearing in court today. Back in 2021, police say McMillan Harris stole a vehicle and when spotted by police attempted to flee. Police say that when he took off, McMillan Harris T-boned a passing vehicle at high speed, sending that vehicle at least 100 yards off the road. The impact killed the other driver, 36-year-old Tashara Pugh of Rochester, and her husband suffered serious injuries. The other occupants of McMillan Harris's car were injured as well. Now he faces several charges, including second-degree manslaughter, assault in the second degree for 3 different individuals, and leaving the scene of an incident resulting in death. Salahuddin Floyd Jr., also known as OG Pooh Bear, set to appear in court today. Floyd was taken into custody in connection to the murder of a 17-year-old RCSD classmate, Bryson Simpson, back in March. He's facing 1 count of murder and 2 counts of criminal possession of a weapon, to which he entered a plea of not guilty. And Greece police still asking for the public's help in a search for a missing Greece woman. Carrie Ann Hines, seen on your screen, has been missing since July 10th. She was last seen leaving her home on Armstrong Road in the town of Greece. Police tell us she was driving a blue 2017 Toyota Corolla with New York license plate JKK 1273. Anyone with info is asked to call 911. In other news this morning, the Steel Rail Revival Festival is taking place this Sunday, the 17th. The festival opened in 2019, but then due to the COVID-19 pandemic, had to cancel the last 2 years. So this is the only second year of it taking place. The music festival happens up and down the streets of Fairport and benefits the Rochester Music Hall of Fame. All right, switching gears to you, James, because we have a lot going on this weekend and some decent weather some days, some not so decent weather other days, but overall looks pretty good. Yeah, both days going to be hot. We can pretty much guarantee that. We'll be in the mid to upper 80s there. But cloud coverage, that's going to be a little bit different between both days. And yes, I do think there could be an isolated shower or thunderstorm. Your destination forecast, Niagara Falls looks good both days in the 80s. But Sunday looks a little bit cloudier. I like the look of Thousand Islands if you're going up to the North Country, way up there. Alexandria Bay, just gorgeous, mid-80s for you. And then Hudson Valley could deal with an isolated shower or thunderstorm on Saturday. Look at Sunday, near 90 degrees in that direction. We'll have the local 8-day forecast at the end of the show. Allie, how are the roads looking? They're still looking good, James. Ooh, nice. No accidents this morning that we've been alerted to. And 394, 95, 90 are clear. We'll continue to keep you updated in our cut-ins this morning here on News 8. All right, in developing news now, nurses of Rochester General Hospital have won their right to officially form a union after a 2-day-long election where more than 400 people voted in favor of it. The independent union will be called Rochester Union of Nurses and Allied Professionals. Their goal now is to work towards better staffing for patients, a direct say in hospital operations, and higher salaries. The city of Rochester has a new judge. Civil rights attorney Van White was sworn in yesterday afternoon inside the Hall of Justice. White has over 3 decades of experience serving clients across Monroe County. He also previously served as a special advisor to Mayor Bill Johnson and as prosecutor in Rochester's District Attorney's Office. Monroe County has reported its first case of the monkeypox. Currently, the risk for contracting that disease is very low, primarily caused by skin-to-skin contact with those who appear to have open sores or a rash. The disease can also present flu-like symptoms such as a fever, headache, and body aches. There is an FDA-approved vaccine, which right now is in somewhat limited supply. Health officials say homosexual men, pregnant women, immunocompromised individuals, and young children are most susceptible to the disease. From around the state now, Peyton Gendron, the 19-year-old suspect in the Buffalo Tops mass shooting that left 10 people dead, has been indicted on 27 federal charges. Those include 13 counts of using, carrying, or discharging a firearm in relations to a hate crime, 10 counts of hate crime resulting in death, 3 counts of hate crimes involving an attempt to kill others, and 1 count alleging he attempted to kill additional black people in and around the store. The charges carry a maximum sentence of life in prison or the death penalty. It has been 2 months since that mass shooting in Buffalo, and the grocery store where that tragedy happened is set to reopen today after repairs, renovations, added security measures, and a new memorial. Christian Garzone gives us a closer look.
Tops did not decide to reopen without revamping security, which is something that will be present in and outside the store, and there will be more emergency exits and new lighting in the lot. Here's Tops President John Persons.
We are the first one that we're aware of, first retail store to actually have an emergency evacuation alarm system.
He says 75% of the staff have returned to work since the shooting. The weight of what happened here is still heavy.
We want our associates to come back to work when they feel ready.
The State Attorney General, while honoring the victims from May, said today is significant for Buffalo.
What is so great about today is really about how this community came together in the aftermath of a tragedy, and they turned pain into progress.
The Tops President of Operations says this area is a food desert, meaning access to quality nutrition is scarce, and Tops wants to continue its commitment to customers.
When the tragedy happened, we really thought that it was absolutely the right thing to do to reopen.
Shannon Bryant with Kaleida Health says the well-being of the residents here matters a great deal. Much of that starts with food.
It's very difficult to get out of your direct neighborhood to go and access healthy food, so this was necessary.
Also inside is a memorial water wall with a poem etched in stone to honor the 10 victims who were gunned down here. Persons says he wanted to give Buffalo back a store that meant so much while never ignoring what happened here.
We wanted to do it in a very respectful and honorable way.
That was Christian Garzone reporting. Christian, thank you. The Tops on Jefferson Avenue opened originally back in 2003. In the wake of shootings such as the one in Buffalo, Governor Kathy Hochul was in Brooklyn yesterday, where she announced new ways she wants to prevent gun violence in the state. She says she wants to triple the amount of funding for gun violence prevention, including investing in community-led organizations, SNUG programs, law enforcement retraining, and crime analysis centers to track guns coming from out of state. In national news now, starting tomorrow, the mental health hotline will no longer require people to dial 10 digits. The new 3-digit number 988 is being rolled out. Experts believe this will help more people access the support they need, though there is concern with funding as hotlines are already underfunded and understaffed in many states. According to the CDC, suicide rates were up 30% from the year 2000 to 2020. With the flooding in Virginia's Buchanan County, more than 36 people were unaccounted for with electric lines and cell towers down. They had no way to communicate. Now all of those people have been located with 0 casualties. Great news there. With everyone accounted for, the community is starting to assess the damages and salvage what they can. Today, Virginia's governor will visit the flood zone, a key step in requesting disaster aid from the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Ivana Trump, the first wife of former President Donald Trump, has died, according to statements from the family. The former president made the announcement on his social media platform. Ivana, who was born in the Czech Republic, married Donald Trump in 1977. She passed away at the age of 73 in her home. And the last surviving World War II Medal of Honor recipient, Herschel Woody Williams, laid in honor at the U.S. Capitol. He received the medal for his heroics in Iwo Jima. President Harry Truman awarded Williams the Medal of Honor back in 1945. After 2 decades in the Marines, Williams continued his commitment to service by helping fellow veterans and launching a foundation to support Gold Star families. Williams died last month in a VA medical center that bears his name. And here's what some people might be talking about at the water cooler this morning. The Duluth, Minnesota Air Show taking flight this weekend. It features 15 different acts soaring through the sky, including a plane from World War II. Also featuring the United States Air Force Thunderbirds, who make their return after their last performance back in 2018. Going to be great for the people in Minnesota. Yes. James, a cool show to see there.
Yeah, we had ours already here. It was a great one down in Geneseo. And I'm sure those skies will be full of excitement. Yes. For us, we've got nice clear skies right now. That'll be most of the day, really. Slight increase in clouds late in the day. Highs just into the upper 70s and low 80s. Here's your 8-day forecast. Both Saturday and Sunday, we do have clouds and a chance for rain. Better chances we get into late Sunday, but most of both weekend days are dry. And a bit of a warm stretch next week. Upper 80s, near 90.
Heat ahead, James. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for watching News 8 at Sunrise. Our next update coming up in 30 minutes, and CBS Mornings is up next.